Namaskar. We will now discuss long put strategy. This strategy is for those investors who have bearish view about the market in near future. So long put strategy is basically purchase of put option. So let us now again assume that there is an investor. Now the investor thinks that ABC stock, which is currently being traded at a price of rupees 60. This is spot market price, which is represented by capital S. It is overvalued in the market and it is going to fall in the near future. Therefore, he buys a put option on this stock. Now, this put option is available at an exercise price of rupees 50 and he pays a put premium of rupees 3 on the sale. So under what conditions, now we are going to see that under what conditions the investor, that is holder of the put option, will exercise the contract or not exercise the contract. So there can be three situations on the date of exercising the contract. Price may be less than rupees 50, it may be more than rupees 50, or it may be equal to 50 rupees, right? So if it is less than 50, let us assume that it is rupees say 45, or it may be even 40, it may be 39 and so on, right? So now the contract is that the investor has taken the right to sell the shares at a price of rupees 50 on the contract, right? Now in the stock market, the selling price is say rupees 45. So the holder will be in a better position to sell the shares under the contract at a price of rupees 50. So we can say that he will exercise the contract in all these cases. He will exercise the contract, right? On the other hand, if the price is more than rupees 50, then say for example it becomes 55, it may be 57, or it may be 60, and so on, right? So he will not exercise the contract, rather he'll sell the shares in the stock market at the spot prices, that is rupees 55, 57 and 60, as they are greater than rupees 50, which is the strike price, right? So he will not exercise the contract, and in such cases he will not exercise the contract. If price is equal to rupees 50, he may or he may not exercise the contract, right? Okay, so we can also understand the payoff of the holder of the put option with the help of this table. Now, say for example, the first column represents the spot market price when the contract is being on the date of exercising. Now, this is the decision whether holder will exercise the contract or not. He has already paid a premium of rupees 3, right? So, if the price is less than rupees 50, he will exercise the contract. He has paid a premium of rupees 3, right? So what he is going to do is he is buy the stock from the market at a price of rupees 40 and sell it under the contract at a price of rupees 50, thereby making a profit of rupees 10. And 3 is the premium he has already paid, so his net payoff is profit of rupees 7. Same happens if the price is rupees 45, he exercises the contract, that is he buys stock from the market at a price of rupees 45, sell it under the contract at a price of rupees 50, thereby making a profit of 5, and minus 3 is for the premium paid, so his net payoff is rupees 2. Now if price increases beyond rupees 50, then he will not exercise the contract. He'll sell the shares. If he already has shares, he'll sell it in the market, or he'll not do anything, right? So he has already paid a premium of 3, so this becomes his loss. Now same payoff can also be understood with the help of a graph. So this graph represents the graph of the holder of a put option who has bought a put option at a price of rupees 50 and paid a premium of rupees 3. Fine. So if his view was that the market is going to be bearish. Bearish means the prices will decline, and therefore he'll make a profit with the decrease in prices, right? But in case the market turns out to be in the opposite direction, he loses not much but the amount equal to the premium, that is rupees 3. Now this point is the break even for holder of a put option, and this is nothing but the exercise price minus the amount of premium. In our case it is 50 rupees minus 3, that is 47. And the maximum profit which will be booked under this strategy will be equal to what? It would be equal to the maximum reduction in the price, which can be what? It can be theoretically equal to 0, right? So it would be your strike price 50 minus 3. So the maximum profit which can be booked under this strategy would be 47 for this particular case, right? So in a nutshell, the features of long put strategy are that this strategy is undertaken when the market view is bearish and it has a large profit potential, but it is limited up to the amount of exercise price minus premium, and loss potential is also limited, that is limited up to the amount of premium, right? Now these two strategies, short call and short put, both are undertaken when the market view is bearish. So what is basically the difference? So let's have a look on the graph that in short call, what happens is that you are selling a call option. In long put, you are buying a put option. So the graph for long put, as we have seen right now, is like this. This is the payoff for a long put, and if you remember, the payoff for a short call would be like this, right? So under these two strategies, the investor is making a profit when the market is bearish, right? So but the loss potential in case of short call is unlimited, and in this case it is limited up to the amount of premium. So if a fund or an investor, the investor already owns a stock, right, and they are bearish about the market, long put is generally preferred over short call strategy, right? So this is all about long put. In our next video we are going to discuss covered put right and uncovered put right. Thank you.